everyone, here's what's coming up tonight on News Center Now. Answering the call for jobs that need to be filled in the state, Central Maine Community College is adding 2 new majors we'll explore.
Plus, Los Angeles, California, or Lewiston-Auburn in Maine. Which is better? We'll have more from Atlanta.
And did you guys hear about the iOS FaceTime bug where if you call somebody and they don't pick up, you can still hear what they're doing? Yeah, it has the social media world pretty angry, and we've got a poll about it. This is News Center Now.
Maine Congressman Jared Golden wants a big change to happen when it comes to government shutdowns. Good evening, everybody. I'm Lee Goldberg.
And I'm Lindsay Mills. Jared Golden is wasting no time in Congress working on legislation. Today, he spent some time introducing the Solidarity and Salary Act of 2019 to put pressure on members of the legislative and executive branches during government shutdowns. The Solidarity and Salary Act is a bipartisan bill that proposes withholding paychecks from the president, vice president, and members of Congress during any future government shutdowns, according to a spokesperson for Golden. You'll want to stay tuned to News Center Maine at 5:30 for more on this story.
An update for you now on a story we first told you about yesterday. Tax identity theft. Senator Collins and Doug Jones from Alabama are introducing the Taxpayer Identity Protection Act. That would require the IRS to expand its identity protection PIN pilot program nationwide over the next 5 years. Identity theft refund fraud occurs when a scammer files a false tax return using a stolen Social Security number and other personal information and receives a tax refund from the IRS.
Roger Stone walking out of federal court in Washington, D.C. This after pleading not guilty to criminal charges stemming from the special counsel's investigation into Russian meddling in the 2016 election. Prosecutors allege Stone lied to Congress in testimony regarding the election, obstructed a congressional investigation, and tampered with a witness. Stone is not accused of coordinating with Russia.
So today it felt a little bit like Russia here in Maine. It was cold, and now we got some stuff that's going to happen when we're asleep, and just it's going to be a mess, and that rhymes, and I don't know.
Yeah, guys, another round of some snow mixing with some rain. So it's just in time for the morning commute tomorrow, which should make everyone so happy. Snow already moving into parts of New England. You can see Vermont, New Hampshire starting to see a few snow showers. I was just outside about a half an hour ago and it was spitting snow here in Portland, but the real stuff doesn't start for the next several hours. Probably after about dinner time, it'll start in parts of southern and central Maine and then continue to move to the north and east as we go overnight tonight. But by tomorrow morning's commute, it is going to be a little bit messy. We'll start to mix with some rain too at the coast. So it's going to make things a little bit slick out there. Just a small coating of snow, you know, can make it pretty slippery. These temperatures have been so cold. 20 is the current temperature in Rockland, 21 right now in Wiscasset, 20 in Portland, 14 in Bangor, down to 9 right now in Holden. Not too much of a breeze out there. Winds only 5 to 10 miles an hour, but of course it makes it feel even colder. It's been feeling pretty chilly all day. Look at Greenville. Wind chill right now of 10 below. So it's cold tonight, some snow and rain overnight, which is going to make it messy for tomorrow morning. We'll go through the timeline and talk about the totals coming up in just a bit, guys.
All right, thank you very much, Jess. All right, tell me about the number 5. Why is that important to you? 5.
5. Probably because it has something significant to do with you.
Sure, that's why it's important to you. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
No.
Does that have to do with rings?
5 Super Bowl rings for the Patriots, and yes, I was at all of the 5 wins, so it does kind of have something to do with me.
There we
also, 5 more days until Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
And our South for 6 team is there. We're going to check in with them live now for an update. Hey guys, how we doing?
Hey, Leah, Lindsay, it is fantastic. We are live in Atlanta, arrived this morning, and guess what? I don't know if you can see behind us, but no snow. We thought it was going to be snowing and raining. It was raining when we arrived, but the sun came out. It's not hot, but it's definitely not what we expected to hit when we came out here.
And you can see behind us, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. This is the home of Super Bowl 53, where the Patriots and Rams are going to square off on Sunday in Tom Brady's 9th Super Bowl. This place is gorgeous, not just from the outside, but the inside as well. And the key feature at this stadium is its retractable roof. And that has been the question from the media all day. Will the roof be open for Sunday's game? Now, Stadium General Manager Scott Jenkins says that decision is up to the NFL, and they will wait until game day to make that call, and they say it is all dependent on the weather. There's no magic number for what temperature it needs to be, but they say if it's raining, they will keep the roof closed. Here's the catch, though. Once they decide and the game starts, that's the way the roof will stay, either open or closed for the entire game. Now, this stadium is massive, 300 feet tall, 2 million square feet. It can hold about 71,000 people. And there's a 360-degree video board. It's the largest in the world. Is this enough statistics for you yet? Now, the NFL has been here in Atlanta since January, preparing this stadium for the fans and media attending the game, and the staff here hope to make a good impression.
It's just how many people are here, just the sheer volume of people and the long days that it takes to get ready for this event. You know, any sporting event I've ever done, it might be a week where you're kind of getting ready for it. Here it's a full month, and the complexity and the way it's produced is beyond anything I've ever seen. So it's going to be an awesome show.
So how about the food? Jenkins says that they will not be jacking up the prices for the Super Bowl, and the food's already pretty cheap. They expect to serve about 65,000 hot dogs at $2 a piece, and the soda, the beer, the cheeseburgers, the pizza, none of those items cost more than $5.
And guess what? We got to taste test it, which has so far been my favorite part of the trip. It's been fantastic. All right, speaking of the trip, we left from Maine this morning, and we've been all over social media already, and a lot of the hashtags that you're seeing on social media when it comes to this game are hashtag #BeatLA. Well, you know, we have an LA in Maine, Lewiston-Auburn, and our own Clay Gordon went up to Lewiston-Auburn before we left to tell you why our LA beats LA Los Angeles.
The Celtics have used it, the Red Sox have used it, now it's the Patriots' turn. Beat LA. But when it comes to the two cities, which one takes the top spot?
LA. To most, that means Los Angeles, California. To us, LA means the cities of Lewiston and Auburn.
Now, some might say we can't even compare ourselves to the City of Angels. However, staff at Lewiston's Economic and Community Development Office are compiling a list that makes our LA better than their LA.
Sure, Hollywood has its hills, but good luck skiing on them. Lost Valley is within Lewiston's city limit. Lewiston and Auburn, divided by the Androscoggin River, where it hosts world-class bass fishing downtown, powers industry, and waterfalls. We have the water, they have this. The Los Angeles River, made famous in movies, but I wouldn't eat any fish from there. LA is famous for traffic, 12 lanes of it. Here, if we hit 2 light cycles, it's all bunged up. Same with the airports. Major delays at LAX or free parking at Lewiston-Auburn Municipal. Look up and see a sky full of hot air balloons, not smog. Sure, they have their celebrities, but I guarantee you can't go for a bike ride with them like you can with Patrick Dempsey and our very own Lee Nelson. And finally, Los Angeles has the Cathedral of Our Lady of the Angels. It's beautiful, but in the skyline here, you can see many steeples, including the magnificent Basilica of Saints Peter and Paul, which could be full of Pats fans throwing a Hail Mary for a win in the Super Bowl.
No, I know who I think is going to win it, but it's all going to be...
I think Clay Gordon is going to be hired by the Lewiston-Auburn Economic Board. That's awesome.
Create a tourism video.
Exactly. All right, guys, coming up at 5:30, we'll hear from the Patriots who spoke to the media today ahead of the big game. And then later at 6 o'clock, stick with us because we are going to be talking, I'm frozen, more players, more game. We're here until the big game, Lee and Lindsay, so stick with us through the whole show.
We'll be with you through it all, guys. Thanks so much.
So the Patriots do have at least one fan in Zoo, Montana, which is located in Montana, ironically enough. His name is Ozzy. Ozzy's a 680-pound grizzly bear, and he clearly thinks the Patriots are going to take the cake against the Rams in Super Bowl 53. That is not good news for Rams fans. Ozzy is eating grape pies right now, by the way. has nailed 5 of his last 6 Super Bowl picks. His only miss was Super Bowl 48 when Seattle upset Denver. And which one of you would like to argue with him and tell him he's wrong? Not
so delicious.
me. My goodness. All right, still to come. You hear about that Apple iOS glitch with FaceTime? It's going to creep you out a little bit. Cameron O'Brien's going to have the latest on some spying being done on your phone.
Luckily, I think there is something we can do about that. Plus, the new construction boom in Maine is one reason why there's a need for more skilled trades workers. One community college is answering employers' calls for help. Hey guys.
Hey,
what's going on? What's going on?
What's going on, kitties?
What's up? What's up?
No microphone for me still, guys.
Still no?
Can't
Still
afford
no
it.
microphone?
Nope, it's not in the budget.
Aw.
Not in the budget yet. Let's see what we got here.
You should be able to hear him though from
for
my
your microphone.
my microphone. Yeah.
If I talk loud enough.
Mark is asking you,
Okay.
Lee, if you're bummed you're not at the Super Bowl.
No, not at all, Mark.
Yeah, check 1, 2, check.
No,
check, check.
not at all. I've been lucky enough to go to 7 of them, and they won 5. So
Hello?
I'm retiring 5 and 2.
Can you hear me?
Gets me in the Hall of Fame.
That's pretty good.
3-0 for World Series, 5-2 in Super Bowls,
Check. Can you hear me?
1-1 for Stanley Cup Finals, and 1-0 in NBA Finals. That's it. I retire.
Check. Hello.
Oh, Tracy's
How much
commenting
does a
on the
mic go
balloon
for?
company. What'd you say?
Leo's like, how much does a mic cost? Yeah, this is like the longest it's taken to fix a microphone. I would agree with you.
Do the powers that be know the
since
microphone's
it's actually
broken?
been broken for like 2 weeks, you'd think we would just switch them out and put this mic into the actual Facebook board, but that would probably take a lot too. So, Chef, talk to Lindsay on the day she shows up. Luckily, today's one of them.
That's what happens,
We
you
got
guys.
jokes.
A bear.
Yes.
I'm trying to find it right now on Twitter.
A grizzly bear.
Close to gorilla.
Montana Zoo.
Yeah.
Zoo Montana.
He was close.
One word, Zoo Montana.
We didn't win last
He was, no, he's gotten 5. No, he missed one in Super Bowl 48. That's the only one he's missed.
Right, so when we lost,
No, he had it right. He picked the Eagles.
he did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Did he pick the
Yes, he picked the Eagles. Yeah.
This
He's
is good then.
he's
Yeah.
given 2 cakes in whichever one he eats.
Are we reading this part?
We'll split it. I'll go
Okay.
first. All right, guys. Crews have been working hard all morning at the UMaine campus in Orono, repairing the Mahaney Dome again. It's collapsed for the 3rd time in 2 years. The dome came down over the weekend, and school officials believe it was caused by last week's heavy rain and snowstorm. A giant rip on the side of the structure when the ice chunks began sliding down.
Yeah, this is a live look at the dome now. The Mahaney Dome is used by the athletics department for sports practices. The university softball team was actually inside at the time when it collapsed, but everyone made it out okay. Again, taking a live look at the dome tonight.
A lot of people have been talking about this. Have you heard about it? It's the Apple iOS glitch with FaceTime. It lets a FaceTime caller actually listen in on what's happening at the other end of the line before the recipient of the call actually answers the phone. That's kind of weird. They also could trigger a video feed as well.
This is not good, especially for parents who FaceTime by accident all the time. My parents are guilty of that. The bug was discovered Monday morning, even though this latest software update has been out for months. Cam O'Brien is in studio with the latest on this. Hey, Cam.
Hey guys, by the end of the day Monday, Apple released a statement saying they'd release a software update to fix the bug later in the week, but in the meantime, they disabled the option for group FaceTime on all iPhones. So we're checking the pulse. We want to know how you feel about the Apple bug that allowed you to spy through FaceTime. What are y'all saying so far? Let's see. 0, I liked it. Good. Hated it. 35. not a big deal. 7, I don't FaceTime. 58. I'm with you. I barely FaceTime. So visit pulse.newscentermaine.com to cast your vote. We're going to show you what this news is all about.
FaceTime David Dunlap.
This morning, a sour note for Apple, the phone giant temporarily disabling its group FaceTime app after users discovered a troubling bug. The glitch allows iPhone users to secretly listen in on the person they're calling without the recipient actually accepting the call. The problem revealed in reports that went viral overnight, raising serious privacy concerns. Launched in October of 2018, the group FaceTime feature allows up to 32 people to participate in a single audio or video call, but experts say the malfunction is easy to execute. All an iPhone user has to do is call someone using FaceTime, tap the Add Person function, and then their own phone number. Before the recipient has the chance to accept or reject the call,
Say something.
Can you hear me now?
audio from the recipient's phone then streams to the caller.
This is so weird.
This is not okay.
According to various reports, if the recipient hits the phone's volume down or power buttons, thinking the call has been declined, another curious bug kicks in. The recipient's audio cuts out, but the caller can suddenly monitor that person's camera.
I think those are, pretty terrifying things for people who are very concerned about their privacy.
Nicole Wen, a tech reporter for BuzzFeed, says there is a simple fix.
People should disable FaceTime as quickly as they can, or else they expose themselves to bad actors calling them and listening in on their conversations or accessing their front-facing camera without their consent.
Overnight, Apple quickly disabled the group FaceTime app, adding in a statement, "We're aware of this issue and we have identified a fix that will be released in a software update later this week." Apple CEO Tim Cook has long portrayed the company as a protector of user privacy, offering more secure devices than its rivals. At the recent electronics show in Las Vegas, Apple even posting this huge billboard that reads, "What happens on your iPhone stays on your iPhone."
They're going to have to apologize and double down on security practices to make sure that something at this scale doesn't happen again.
So as you probably could have guessed, social media exploded as soon as folks caught wind of the iOS bug. A lot of outrage from every corner of the internet. People really worried for their privacy. So you can see here a lot of people talking about how it's time to maybe change to Samsung or Android, other big like Twitter and Facebook and Android leaders telling people to disable their phones, the FaceTime app on their phones. So the Pulse results coming in now. Has it changed much? Let's look. Not FaceTiming is winning by 66%. So y'all just, okay, so you're not really about it because y'all don't FaceTime to begin with. That's fine. I still want to continue the conversation on our Facebook live chat. If any of you guys have stumbled upon the hack or tried it out before, let me know. Did it freak you out too? So I'll see you in the comments.
Thank Cam. I'm just reading the comments that are coming in right now. Actually, Brian says, I'm shutting down my FaceTime group function right now because of this story. So you just saved Brian. So he thanks you very much. And a lot of other people said, I actually don't FaceTime anyway.
Yeah.
So, and then Leo with some comedy saying, I don't like bugs in my apples. So
love that.
There you go.
There you go.
There was a joke waiting to happen somewhere in there. Awesome, Cam. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Well, there's one college that's helping to fill a major gap in Maine's workforce. We're going to explain that. And we will explain what kind of mess Jess has in store for us in the morning. How are we feeling? Good? All right. Brian, with interest, we've got to be up to 2 or 3 by now. That was a couple marches ago. Yeah, a lot of you guys saying on here too that you don't FaceTime as well. I guess there's really no need to FaceTime unless it is a nice thing to do if you have relatives or loved ones that live, far away. Although when I lived far away, I didn't FaceTime that often. I still would just rather pick up the phone and talk. So with my little ones, if I'm away on trips, I always FaceTime with them. Oh. Because that way I get to see them. And so, and when Tyler, my oldest, was in boot camp and he was finally able to get phone privileges, we FaceTime because we hadn't seen him in weeks and talked to him. And so there's obviously for me, there's some value there to be able to see your loved ones who aren't near you. So. Sure.
That part's good.
Yeah, Jennifer says she only FaceTimes with her grandparents or grandchildren. She says grands.
Good question. But it is good for the little ones because if you haven't seen them in a while, it's pretty easy to do.
Yeah. Very, very easy. We use it all the time for interviews.
Yeah, we obviously use it a lot. So.
Rachel says she doesn't FaceTime either.
All right, we're going.
Are we going for a walk?
Jeff.
No, I'll do it. No. I'll get it. That was Lee nicely reminding me to bring it.
Oh, you're bringing it.
Bringing it. It's already been brought. What does they say in that movie? Bring it on. Oh, thank you. It is Broughton?
Yeah. I have to pee. Then I'm ready to go.
Some of the rest of the Facebook people?
Oh, I don't care. They can.
Yeah, do you want to come say hi?
Yeah. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if I just did this? What, you guys?
Do you guys mind if
You
Shannon
should.
just kind of hangs out with us?
I would love if Shannon.
We just pretend we could do a reveal. We'll do a reveal
20
like this.
seconds.
Wait, this is important. This has to go on Coco's desk. This is important things. He can't lose that.
Yeah,
Thank you. It can go anywhere.
Yeah, everyone's in that color looking good.
Okay.
The task is twofold. Keep more Maine graduates living and working in our state and fill a pretty big need in the workplace.
One Maine community college is looking to answer both by rolling out 2 new programs.
My father did, and then I discovered, I don't like the calculus, and I'd much rather be building stuff and designing my own stuff.
Matthew Scott is pursuing a 4-year degree in precision machining technology. At Central Maine Community College, the trade programs are thriving.
It's a challenging job, but I enjoy doing it.
Santa Barbosa works full-time, and she's here to further her career.
Employers are desperate for workers. They're coming to us telling us that they have spots that they cannot fill. They need to have employees who are trained in the trade, whether it be plumbing or HVAC or precision machining or electronics or automotive.
Betsy Libby is the acting president and dean of academic affairs. She says school leaders have talked about incorporating plumbing and heating, ventilation, and air conditioning programs for years. Funding was a concern until now. The Maine Community College System awarded CMCC $750,000 to implement 2 new degree programs for HVAC and plumbing. It's part of a package of 4 new workforce development programs. Students will earn credit for hands-on experience, and the odds of securing jobs before graduation are pretty good. Jobs that can pay more than $60,000 a year. This during a time when student loan debt has reached $1.5 trillion nationwide. With specialty trade degree programs, students like Matthew Scott can pursue their passion without taking on a mountain of student loan debt.
As of now, I've paid off my first year of college. I'm looking really good to pay off my second. You can't beat the tuition here.
Students can start applying now for those programs, and the lab space is slated to be ready by August. Classes will then begin in the fall.
Oh, just the word August sounds so nice.
There's just a bite to the air, right?
Like I don't mind regular winter, but it's like that super winter where it's 8 degrees. That's not fun. For
It's really not. I know I like the snow and I always talk about it, so I know you know it too, but I don't like the cold, especially not, after the snow.
Lungs.
When it hurts your teeth, when it hurts your
Yeah,
lungs,
there's
your
levels
face.
of cold when it's it's not good.
So about that, after this snow moves through tomorrow and into Wednesday, we will see temperatures cooling back off, and it's going to get pretty chilly again. So let's talk about this first system that's moving through. You can see, excuse me, already in parts of southern Maine, you can see some snow showers starting. Again, the majority of it's going to hold off for the next couple of hours, but the snow will move through overnight tonight. So again, unfortunately, the timing on this isn't great. It's not how much we're going to get with this storm, but the timing is going to be overnight tonight, and most of us will see the snow or rain continue right through the morning commute. So it's not great. And of course, right now, temperatures not great either. 20 right now in Portland, 14 in Lewiston, 13 in Augusta. So it's very cold, of course. Bangor's at 14. Look at Presque Isle, 3. So roads are frozen solid. So even with just that little tiny coating of snow that we get on the roads, it could get slick tonight. And certainly it looks like it'll be slick through tomorrow morning too. So let's talk about it. Overnight tonight, or this is 9 o'clock, you can see the snow starting to move into parts of central Maine already. Then as we go through the overnight hours, 2 a.m., what's going to happen at the coast is we are going to see some rain mix in. This model, in my opinion, is a little tiny bit on the warm side, but it does pretty well with the timing. I don't think the rain and snow line will quite make it to Lewiston and Augusta. I think it's going to stay kind of to the southeast of about I-295. However, all along the coast, we'll see that rain mix in. And then once temperatures drop tomorrow night, we're going to see everything freeze. So that's one thing to consider. By 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, look at southern and parts of central Maine already cleared out. Bangor, though, is still seeing the snow till about 11 o'clock or noon, and then we will clear out. But watch what happens to the temperatures as we go into late tomorrow night and especially early Thursday morning. They are going to fall. The other thing we have to watch out for tomorrow afternoon and evening is the chance for a few snow squalls. So if you're driving and you run into those, be careful. Look at these morning lows on Thursday, though, down into the single digits, some of us below 0 or well below 0 in parts of northern Maine. So any rain or snow that falls will freeze. And Thursday during the day, it is not going to be warming up very much at all, unfortunately. Winter storm warnings in effect for all of the areas shaded in pink. Winter weather advisories in effect for the areas shaded in purple. Here's your snowfall map. This is what you want to know. Let me get out of the way. Again, not huge snowfall totals. Unless you're in the mountains, which I'm sure they're all happy about. Anyways, Lewiston and Augusta, I think they'll be pretty close to like the 4 to 5 inch mark, and then farther to the north and west a little bit more. Marine forecast, it's a bonus for you. Gale warning in effect for tomorrow. So again, kind of a messy morning tomorrow. The chance of snow squalls tomorrow afternoon. Then those temperatures that we were talking about, they're falling. Thursday, Friday look kind of gross, kind of awful. Cold right into the weekend. Another chance for snow showers on Saturday. Sunday looks nice. Mid-30s, that's pretty good.
Woo! Super Bowl Sunday,
it's like
let's
all
go.
I have for a positive spin.
Well, you know, I'm already looking at next Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll get
43 and rain. Sounds good.
You're good with that.
It's going to melt my. It's going to melt all the ice,
We're
right?
Like
I want that warm rain now.
So. That's what you want. Yeah,
like a rut.
Look at what we're rooting for. Thanks a lot, Jess.
Thanks, Jess. A lot more news coming up on News Center Maine at 5:30. Cindy Williams is here with a preview. Hey, Cindy.
Hi, guys. The Maine legislature is going to be tackling all kinds of issues in the next few months, from health care to mandatory family leave, from school funding to drug addiction. But one thing lawmakers are not going to be tackling, apparently, mandatory snow tires. We will find out about the proposal and why it's a no-go. And crews have been hard at work all day repairing and reinflating the Mahaney Dome on the UMaine Orono campus. We'll see what it looks like now and how they think it'll fare in this next storm. Just in time. Back to you guys.
All right, stick with us. A lot more News Center now when we come back.
Okie dokie. Michaela, nice to have you on board.
I know, Michaela, that's so sweet. She says the news is a lot more fun to watch when it's streaming like this. Very cool.
We hope you think that as well. I know Thursday. Come on, single digits on Thursday.
I know. Sherry says she loves the snow. It's the rain, ice stuff that can take a hike and get on out of here.
I don't even mind normal cold for a jam. I mean, I don't love it, but at least I can handle 28, and snow.
Right.
But like 6, 2, like there's nothing good about that.
No.
You can't even enjoy the snow when it's that cold.
I know.
Because it's just too cold.
Do your pets go a little stir crazy when they can't be outside all day?
Well, one of them's a husky, so she doesn't care. She'll
loves it.
Go out anyway.
Yeah.
I can get her to come in. And I'm like, it's cold.
I know.
Get in the house.
Yeah. But for like Maddox.
No, we don't let them go for very long. So no, they're fine.
And they just play with each other.
Yeah.
I think that's the best thing. They love each other. And the kids probably keep them very busy.
Honestly, though, they've also been trained to be fairly lazy.
Really?
So they don't mind laying around. So.
At what age does that happen for dogs?
Well, I mean, if you started off when you got your dogs and you walk them all the time, you give them exercise all the time, that's all they know.
Right. And it's funny.
Okay.
Usually when it's my days off, I'll take Lucy on some kind of adventure. And so she barks at me thinking like I'm going to take her when she wants to go. It's not good. Not good.
What would you like to do?
What are we showing first? The boiling?
The
pulse?
Pulse first.
I'll do the pulse.
You got it.
I'll do the pulse. Cool.
Okay.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. But yeah. So yeah, we're live from Atlanta all week.
Leo, he'll be back.
Very exciting.
Soon.
I know, speaking of.
Maybe tomorrow.
He's going to doing some brain drops from.
He's doing some Atlanta brain drops.
Yeah.
He's going to bring him back to Maine. So we'll have him probably Thursday, Friday, both, I think. Yes, sir.
Quick check of our pulse poll. What did you think about that Apple bug that allowed you to spy on FaceTime? 73% of you saying, I don't use FaceTime, so it doesn't apply.
All right, check this out. Amazing video. You take some really, 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 really hot water. You throw it in the air when it's really, really cold. And boiling water, you don't stand a chance. Mike Talon sent it in out of Old Town. Boiling water versus the cold. Cold wins.
Very good.
Yeah.
News Center Maine at 5:30 starts right now.
Coming up next on News Center Maine.
All right, face of the book. Peace out.
Bye, guys.